Hey y'all, it is Molly Rose and welcome back to my channel. So from the title of today's video, you can see today is going to be a fun, lighthearted video where I basically roast myself. It is the rise and fall of Country Drummer Girl. Now, if you all are new here, Country Drummer Girl is my TikTok name, and from about 2020 to like 2022, 2023, I posted a lot on TikTok. I made a lot of very specific TikTok content that I kind of knew would get views, and I built a pretty niche, decent sized following. And I've never really talked about like why I started doing TikTok, how it affected my career, why I don't post on TikTok anymore. And with all this talk about TikTok maybe getting banned or whatever, before all my TikTok videos are gone, I thought it would be fun to kind of go through some of those early videos and kind of through some of my thought process of like my different eras and like my different, adding drums to country music, doing drum covers, doing Name That Drum intro. I did a lot of kind of different things creatively back then. So I thought it'd be fun to kind of take a look at that and just talk a little bit about the rise and fall of my TikTok career, which I wouldn't even call it a career because, I don't have millions of followers, but I don't know. I just thought it'd be fun to talk about. So let's, first we'll watch my first really drumming TikTok video that I posted and kind of talk about why I posted it, what my thought process was, and then we will get into the other videos. Okay, so I'm on my TikTok. I scrolled all the way down. I think I have like 850 videos on my TikTok that I posted. So my first couple TikToks, like this one was 2019, the end of 2019. I just posted like a couple of like stupid like TikToks, like nothing, no drum covers, nothing like that. And this was at the point in TikTok where people like weren't really on TikTok quite yet. Like I kind of got on it at a really good time where I remember when I first started posting on TikTok, like my friends weren't even on TikTok yet. Like it was kind of like the very beginning of TikTok blowing up. So I really joined it and got on it at a perfect time before it became super oversaturated with content and like really shitty content, which I'll get into later. So my first drum cover that I posted, let's watch that one. That was the first TikTok video I ever posted. And I remember I borrowed my friend Lena's EAD 10, like the condenser microphone thing. And this was in my drum lab at MI. I mean, the lighting is so bad. Everything about this is just hideous. I think I might have even used my front camera for this. I don't even know. I really just kind of did it for fun. And I remember I posted this video. And I mean, I'm reading the comments right now, and I got some really, people were really nice to me. And I had never, I don't know. Brooks and Dunn even commented on this video. I totally forgot about that. Yeah. Brooks and Dunn commented on my first TikTok video I ever posted, and it got 302,000 views. I remember that first TikTok video. I posted it for fun. And I remember what kind of was going through my life at that moment. I was going to music school, and I was kind of looking to find an outlet where I could express like playing country music, because when I went to music school, it was a lot of pretty much you study every single genre of music except country. And I was like, and there's no country bands in LA, because that's where the school is. And I was like, I really wanted an outlet where I could play country music and kind of like connect with a community of people that liked country music. So I remember I was kind of contemplating in my mind. I had heard that TikTok was a thing, and I was like, okay, like what kind of content do I want to post on TikTok? I was like, should I post more, like just very niche, like country drumming videos? Or should I make it broad, and should I do, pop music and kind of make it like a very broad thing, which I had seen other drummers on TikTok doing, was this very broad thing. And after I posted that first TikTok and I had Brooks and Dunn comment on it, I think Tyler Rich commented on it, I got such good feedback. I genuinely was shocked. Because I remember when I was in high school and when I was younger than that and I played in country bands back home, people would make fun of me. Drummers would make fun of me. Like literally they would make fun of me for absolutely no reason. They'd be like, you don't listen to Led Zeppelin, you know, you don't listen to this or that, like you're not a real drummer because you like country music. And honestly, it kind of was like a big F you to all those people, because that pissed me off even more when people would say stuff like that to me. Even when I was in college, people would make fun of me for liking country music. So I kind of started posting country niche content to piss them off, because I was like, I want to be the one that does it. So that is kind of why I started posting on TikTok. And I decided that I wanted to make niche country music content. So that is what I started to do. So after I posted that first TikTok, we'll look and see what else I posted. Really, from there, I just started posting drum covers. As you can see, most of these, oh look, there's a singing video of me. We're not going to watch that. Most of these are just kind of normal drum covers of some of my favorite country songs. I started doing, you know, as you can see, we had a decent one. Is at Luke Bryan real country? So as you can see, I just started doing a bunch of covers, and then we start getting up into where my content starts shifting a little bit. And that is when I started doing the Name That Intro series, because I think I was getting bored of doing the country covers. And the thing about TikTok is when you have something going on, it kind of dies out. So first, I posted my first initial TikTok, which was kind of a cover. And then I started doing covers for a couple months. And then I started transitioning into, you know, name that 90s country intro. So let's check out this one. Well, this is on your For You page. You made it to 90s country talk. This means you better know this song. Put your guess in the comments. So I started making a lot of videos like name that country music intro. I did that for a while. I did a lot of name that intro 90s country edition because I'm a big 90s country music fan. This is so funny. So I did the 90s country music thing for a while. Oh, okay. And now we're getting into, let's see how long that lasted for. Because then I still added in, I did a couple rock covers because a lot of people were requesting rock stuff. Then this is when we did my first adding drums to country songs that don't have them. I'm not even sure what song this is. Let's see. Adding real drums to country songs that don't have them.
Loud thunder, heavy rain, thin line between joy and pain. It's a long, strange trip, it's all insane. You ain't never gonna be the same. Living life through the night, thin line of a lightning strike. Sometimes.
Okay, so that was my first adding real drums to country songs that don't have them. And let me just say, I was the first person to do this. I was the first person that did this, adding music to songs that don't have them. I just want to put that out there. I was back doing this. This was 2021. And this was kind of the first time I started getting hate comments. And the good thing about hate comments is it helps your algorithm go up. But I remember this was kind of my first time really getting hate on the internet. And I mean, that video had 2.2 million views. Cody Jinks, I'm pretty sure he reposted it on Instagram or something. So that was kind of the first time that I started getting hate comments. Let's see, we're still doing a lot of 90s country stuff. Let's see, adding drums to country songs that don't have them, part 2.
Adding real drums to country songs that don't have them, and tag Toby Keith, cause I want to know if he likes this.
On you with a Sharpie when I get to hitting on them to help me get lucky.
I don't even know what I was recording this on.
I fill you up. Let's have a party.
Honestly, it's not bad. It's just fun. Adding real drums to country songs that don't have them. Yeah, that's really annoying. That people were nicer about that one. Adding drums to Luke Combs' interview. Let's see what that is.
I'm kind of red, if you couldn't tell. So the camo kind of works for the.
I remember that was
jiffy.
popular when people were adding music to like interviews and stuff. I don't know why people were doing that. Every once in a while in here, we'd get a video like this: top 5 worst boyfriend country artists. These are good ones.
This one's for the country fans, so if you're not a country fan, you won't understand, so keep scrolling. This is, in my opinion, the top 5 worst boyfriend country artists. Coming in at number 5, I have Thomas Rhett because of that horrible song Vacation, but I did give him 5 because I like his family, so he gets a little bit of points for the kids. Number 4, I have Jordan Davis. I don't really understand why he's famous, don't like the song Slow Dance in a Parking Lot, but I gotta say, I like the beard. Up next is Russell Dickerson. Don't like him. He looks like the country version of Andy Grammer, and I don't think anybody wants to be compared to Andy Grammer.
That's so mean.
Coming in at number 2, we have Chase Rice. Kind of confusing, don't know if he thinks he's a rapper or a singer. Also, I saw him in concert once, and he was extremely arrogant, and I hated his vibe, so no.
Oh my God.
Coming in to take the prize as my least favorite boyfriend country artist, obviously, is Florida Georgia Line. This needs no explanation.
True. I have a lot of, if you want to dig deep, I have a lot of I hate Florida Georgia Line videos on my TikTok if you're bored one day. Yeah, and then I started doing videos like that where I basically just like roasted country artists that suck, because yeah, there's no I don't need to explain any of that. I really wanted to move to Nashville when I was living in LA. I really wanted to come to Nashville. This next video is one of my favorite ones, when Toby Keith duetted my TikTok. I remember that was genuinely my first time watching it. I literally woke up and I had people were texting me like, did you see Toby Keith duetted your TikTok? And I was like, what? Immediately grabbed my phone, watched this video, and cried. This was kind of in my era of I was doing a lot of like country music challenges. I was just trying to be creative with my TikTok videos after that. This video has 4.2 million views when I did adding drums to country songs that don't have them.
Adding drums to country songs that don't have them.
And it was the Warren Ziders video, which had a lot of controversy to it. A lot of people did not like this video, and a lot of people loved the video, and I think that's why it got a decent amount of views. And there was some drama that surrounded that video. We're not going to get into it today. I don't want to spread hate, but I hope that Warren Ziders got a haircut. That's all I'm going to say. Moving on. Let's check out this one.
Adding real drums to country songs that don't have them, Upchurch edition.
Finally doing one of my most requested songs. So at this time, I was going live a lot on TikTok, and this was kind of when I was figuring out that there was like a country rap scene. I didn't know what it was. I was getting a lot of requests to do like country rappers. I'd never heard of Upchurch before. I'd never heard of like this underground movement, and Upchurch was actually one of my most requested like people of all time, which is absolutely insane because I'm his drummer now, which is crazy looking back at like videos like this. And I have a bunch of Upchurch videos that had like hundreds and thousands of views. Let's see if we can find another one. If you look up like, oh look, here we go. Here's
adding drums to country songs that don't have them.
Oh, this is another country rap song or whatever. That's a good one. Let's see. Adding drums to country
Adding real
rap.
drums to country.
Trap House Coda. See, I was doing, this was like when there was a lot of like country rap like on TikTok, which is crazy. And this is kind of when we start scrolling into like the different types of drummers playing songs, which was popularized by another creator. Oh God, I can't remember his name. I'll put him up here. He kind of popularized this, and I started doing a lot of videos like this. You know, which was really fun to do. That was another kind of one of my eras. Can you name this Trace Adkins song?
How
Look, I
I'll
gotta do
play
it
single
from,
again.
I gotta do it from Trey Lewis, I think, at some point. If the Yellowstone theme song had drums. Oh, here we go. Here's
Adding
another
drums to
Upchurch one.
Hillbilly by Upchurch.
This one has a decent amount of views and likes. So funny. That's crazy. That is literally crazy. Types of obnoxious drummers, playing fishing in the dark.
Obnoxious
Here's
drummers.
another. Funny. And this was kind of in my era when I was doing a lot of kind of brand deals and a lot of sounds and videos for other creators. So if you scroll through that, that's another one, a lot of what I was doing. Oh, here you go. Adding drums to Upchurch's new song, People Change.
Adding drums
That's
to
a decent amount of
Upchurch's
views.
new song, People's Chant.
That's so crazy. It's so weird looking back like a long time ago. I like forgot that I did those TikTok videos. Oh, we got a
All in
duet from
Love.
Bailey Zimmerman.
Bailey
That's
Zimmer-
cute. Oh, this one. The Cash Out X Chris Stapleton remix that I did. I remember the person that made this, the DJ, was like really mad at me because he thought that I was claiming that it was like my remix, but I clearly did not. I tagged him in all my videos that I did. I made it clear in the comments it was not my video. I put it under his sound. Yeah, kind of ridiculous, but whatever. Oh, and then I started doing a lot of different genres on the drums challenger. This got muted, but just kind of like, you know, someone would say, oh, play Latin music. I'd play Latin music. Play a rock groove. I'd play a rock groove. Okay, getting into kind of my last era. I know that was a lot of videos, and I have tons of, you know, adding drums to country songs, name that 90s country tune, kind of that era when I was like really into TikTok. And then I eventually kind of graduated from college, and I was kind of in a living situation where I was kind of trying to figure out, you know, where I was gonna live. I didn't know if I wanted to move to Nashville. So I came up with, I don't even know how I came up with this idea. I used to go live a lot, and I would have like funny stuff happen during my shows. And one day I was like, you know what? I'm going to go download my lives and kind of like take clips of like funny stuff that happened from my lives. And this is kind of when this era started of like drummer fails, which I still do a lot of today because I just always have a lot of funny stuff happen to me. A lot of people say it's fake, but this video has 5.2 million views. When you have no clue what the song is, like that video, people recognized me for a long time from that video and from posting videos like when they finally give the drummer a drum solo. Like just stupid videos I started posting, a bunch of them when your drumstick breaks mid-groove. And I was one of the first people that started kind of posting content like that. Like that was like this drummer fail, musician fail, and it's popularized. I know a lot of people post it now, but I started posting a lot of it, and I kind of started becoming known for like posting that kind of content. And especially when I moved to Nashville and I started playing a lot of gigs, I didn't really have time to really make a bunch of TikTok content. So that was kind of an easy way for me to create content, was just taking like funny stuff that happened to me and start posting it. I've been saving my favorite TikTok roast video for the last one. And this is Country Music PSA, is the most roasty video that I have on TikTok. It's my favorite one, so let's watch it.
PSA for country music fans. So if you're a country music fan, stop scrolling. Yesterday, going through my For You page, and this artist claiming to be country came up on my For You page, and I'm going to show you this song. So number one, that was just embarrassing. Number two, I was like, who is this guy? Like, where did he come from? So I did some research, and I realized that he is the sidekick in Florida Georgia Line, Brian Kelly. So then I was like, why is he coming out with his own music? Nobody knows who he is. Well, it seems like they're both doing their own music, but they're not breaking up. So you might be thinking, okay, Country Drummer Girl, why does this matter? Well, it matters because they're trying to divide and conquer to ruin country music. And I have proof.
When I said that.
Let's check out Tyler Hubbard's new music that he's putting out alone. After seeing those videos, I actually wish I didn't talk too much shit about Florida Georgia Line and they would stay together. They're better together.
That's so dramatic. God, I really don't hate Florida Georgia Line that much. I do like some of their songs, but they are definitely one of the reasons why country music is not as great as it used to be. We're kind of going to wrap it up, and this is kind of coming to the, if you want to say, the fall of my TikTok career, the end of me really making content for TikTok. I was just at this point feeling, really burnt out. Like when I was in college, when I was at MI, I had a social life, kind of, but I spent a lot of time thinking and creating content that I wanted to be different from just posting drum covers. Because I saw a lot of people kind of doing that, but I wanted to make content that I thought was really creative and different, but also niche to my, country music and my love for country music. And I kind of created this community of people that really liked country music, and I tried to make videos that they would really love and relate to. And then when I moved to Nashville, I started working pretty much and, playing 7 times a week and being gone all the time. So I really got burnt out creatively. And also this was kind of at the time when TikTok started becoming really influxed with musicians and creators. And I was starting to get asked by the people that I was working for to do, to make videos for these sounds and these songs that I just didn't like. Like, I think that especially how TikTok has changed the music industry is insane. It's all these people that, I'm not saying all of them, but I would say especially more personally, I feel the guys, they get in front of the camera and they go like this: I bought a truck, I got the girl, I got my boots on. And they're handsome dudes and they do all this stuff and they pop off overnight. I'm like, who are if you listen to the radio today, I don't know who 90% of the people are on the radio, because they're good looking and because they had one they had one song on TikTok that went crazy and all of a sudden they have a record deal. When I first got on TikTok, that's not how it was. That's not how it was at all. And it's just turned into this place where it's like, if you're not talented but you have a big following, or you can look at the camera and do this, then you'll get a record deal. Nope. I was like, I am done doing that. I'm done doing that. I started posting the stuff that I wanted to post. I was like, I'm not doing this stuff anymore with these creators that it just became overcrowded, and these creators that had one hit. And I'm all about the longevity of an artist. And if you're an artist, you should write your own songs. You should be a musician of some sort. You should have worked at least 5-10 years on doing your craft. And I started seeing all of these artists work for a month and decided that they can sing because they have 1 million followers. And I was like, no, I'm good. And especially in the country, and it's through all genres, but especially with the people that I was working with, it was heavily happening on the countryside. And I was like, yeah, I'm ignoring these emails. I'm done with this because it became overcrowded with shitty songs, honestly. So yeah, that is basically the rise and fall of my TikTok career. Wow, I know that was probably a weird, crazy video. I just kind of wanted to go through, how TikTok has evolved over time. And even if you are wanting to create, I just want to maybe even inspire you to create the stuff that you want to create. Especially when I first started doing TikTok, I made TikToks that I really wanted to make. I tried to really think outside the box and also create a niche for yourself. That's something that I really was focused on when I first started making TikToks. Is I was like, I want to make a community for country drummers, people that love country music, people that love drumming. And I think that I did a decent job at creating that community. But once it gets burnt out, don't keep burning the candle. You know, I've started my YouTube channel that I really enjoy, and I still go live on TikTok a couple times a week when I'm playing downtown, and I enjoy doing that. But I don't make content unless I feel inspired by it. And don't make content unless you're inspired. Like, I was inspired to make this video. I'm inspired to do review videos on my YouTube channel. Everything I do is because I'm inspired to do it, and because I want to do it, or because I like a product and I want to show you guys that side of it. So I don't know, I thought it would just be a fun video to do and just kind of roast some of my videos. So that is the rise and fall of Country Drummer Girl, and I guess we'll see if TikTok stays or goes. But yeah, I love y'all, and thanks for watching this video. My TikTok is Country Drummer Girl. I still post content on there, content that I want to post. I post on there. My Instagram is at Molly Rose Drums, and subscribe to the YouTube channel because this is where I really put content that I'm really passionate about at the moment. So I'll talk to y'all soon, and I love you. Bye.